Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Okay, like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is greatly loved and appreciated. Okay. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart, you are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please, please, please give my Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is going to be a Kali message. Okay, so for Kali, I got Pine Scent Universal. And I seen this big mirror when I was driving down the street with a big red X on it. Okay, so I wrote mirror with big red X. So she actually had me break it all like down. Okay, so let's get the overall energy first, though. So we got gifts. Okay. So you definitely then receive some upgrades, honey, of course, with 11/11 just passing, and today is a new moon, okay? Look, we got Merlin, okay? So it's like big magic in the air is what I'm really hearing, okay? Yeah, look, show that gratitude, okay? This Avalon dragon was right here. He looks like, I don't know, like he has things on his mind, but he's like peaceful and comfortable still because he has gratitude and he knows he's going to be fine. Okay. That's what I'm really getting from that. Okay. We got gratitude and we got new world. Okay. We got independence. Okay. And we got fire chalice. Ooh, and the earth chalice too. Okay. And path under that. Okay. So like, you're doing really good as energetically. Okay. Like your fire is burning within you. You know, you can feel like this real streak of independence. You know, you could feel like this pride in yourself right now, even if you don't really know exactly where you're going with this destiny that you're on. You know, you're knowing that you're receiving all of the wisdom. Okay, so Spirit's saying just keep your calm right now. You know, don't get like too upset or too excited about anything. Like just give yourself time to adjust to these gifts that you have just received. I'm all like A, B, C, D. All right. So it says, we frequently forget to be thankful for the gifts we receive. All too often, we focus on our wishes and desires and what remains unfulfilled in our lives. And in so doing, we exist in an energy field of absence. Okay. So I guess I was wrong. And this is more about being grateful for the gifts that you received. It's like even if you don't perceive the gifts that you've received, you have received some gifts. Okay, so the more grateful you are for whatever it is that you do receive, the more aware you are that that thing is in your reality, if that makes any sense. Okay, it says wishes and desires are of course good to have and rare and are often the mainspring of our actions, but our goals and gratitude should be in balance. Okay, thank you. So it says, we should both pay heed to our desires and be grateful for all our gifts. The beautiful Queen Alba is looking at you, recognizing the beauty of your soul and vibrating in perfect love for you. Turn today into a day of celebration of the gifts you have already received. Write down all the things for which you are grateful. As a dragon rider, you will never forget the companions who ride with you, honoring and protecting you. Having friends is a marvelous gift. Look at the list again the following day to make sure you have not forgotten something or someone that you're grateful for. Good things come in threes, so check that list. Check that the list is complete on the third day as well. Then pick out two people to whom you would like to express your gratitude in the form of a gift. If one of these people is your mother, you might like to give her flowers. If one is a being that does not dwell in our dimension, then consider a heartfelt prayer or lighting a particularly beautiful candle, okay? And then gratitude, of course, is on the next page. It says, alongside love, gratitude is the highest form of energy, okay? So this is why it's important for you to be in that attitude of gratitude, to be grateful for the gifts you're trying to manifest or whatever you have already attract, like I said, so that you feel it more in your reality, you start to see it You have to ground the manifestation, is what Spirit's saying. Okay, you have to be the anchor that pulls it down, okay, and holds it there. It says, however, we make very little use of gratitude, and even if we do happen to be grateful just for a second, we soon find ourselves complaining about some small annoyance. Okay, super guilty. I am. Okay, it says, by doing so, we immediately find ourselves in an opposing energy. We are being ungrateful. Some people complain that they do not have enough money. This may well be true, but it immediately results in lowered energy. The same person might be grateful that they have so much free time, for example, or are healthy. There is always a reason to be thankful, and then you will be vibrating at a higher energy level. Okay. And it's so funny because I was so complaining today, like when I was getting dressed, when I was getting ready, but then I took a spiritual bath, okay, and I felt like so much better, okay. So like maybe you might need to cleanse your energy. Okay, so the Hierophant is the one that I'm gonna keep, but we got the Seven of Cups, okay, which is giving me like opening up options to yourself, okay, and then we got the Page of Wands, like they're saying you could be at such a higher spiritual level, and also to give yourself credit, you're a beginner in this spiritual journey, okay? We got the Three of Cups, like the more you're in that energy of celebration, the more you're going to feel this high priestess energy that you're really trying to stay in. Yeah, and then we got the Ace of Wands because you're meant for spiritual mastery. It's like you have to get out of your own way. Usually in the Eight of Swords, it's like a trap, like a circle around the person, but it's like you're not trapped, the world is wide open for you, okay? All you needing is to boost up your gratitude, okay? So we're keeping the Hierophant though. Let's see. The Hierophant says this card represents marriage, inspiration, and servitude. The Hierophant, handing over her trusted staff, reminds us that all partnerships are two-way streets, paved with trust and understanding. It is often when we are most vulnerable that we forge the strongest bonds. So maybe they're asking you to be a little bit more vulnerable with spirit, to accept, that's why I was saying, with that Page of Wands, you are like a beginner, and it's like they're slowly handing this staff, handing all of this information and inspiration, and pretty much directions to where you should go next. They're just giving it to you a little bit at a time, So just be grateful that, and just know that this energy, this information is always coming into you, okay? So you might want to get you some pine essential oil or like a pine incense if you could find one. So first they had me look up the magical properties of pine, okay? So pine brings prosperity, protection, and cleansing, okay? I did say something about cleansing your energy, okay? It says that pine is associated with the element of air, which represents communication, intellect, and movement, okay? And then we got the Akashic Stargate. It says aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path, okay? And that X is symbolic of, the crossroads that you could be at right now. But Spirit's saying you're not really at a crossroads. Like it's just up to you to decide which way that you want to go. Like there's nothing in your way. There's no wrong way, no wrong decision that you could make because you're operating out of your highest energy that you have available to you right now. Okay. We got the ancestral realm with karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. Okay. Maybe you're needing to maintain your boundaries a little bit better, but you're doing a great job. Okay, you're healing the lineage. You've released so much karma already. So it says the pine, okay, pine is extremely long living and represents longevity, okay? We got the divine matrix, okay? Interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences. It's like like you're in this thing with spirit for the long haul. This is not something that's just going to turn off all of a sudden. Some people really don't trust the connection that they have with spirit because for so long. Okay, so Kali's saying this is a big thing that a lot of you guys are needing to heal. You're needing to forgive yourself, and also some of you guys are needing to forgive spirit. you know because sometimes when you're still thinking about painful things, you still have that why in the back of your mind, like, why, God, why would you do this? And he's saying, like, without the suffering, you need that. Okay, that's something that your soul, those are the things your soul chooses to learn. So God is only giving you what you want on a soul level when you're going through difficulties and lessons that you go through in this world. Okay, but you've already gone through those things. You've already had this huge karmic release. So there's no need for you to be feeling like, that distrust. Some of you guys are healing a lot of your trust issues that you have with yourself, with spirit, and with others. Okay, it says pine is a symbol of strength and also acts as a reference for rebirth. Once the pine cone opens, new seeds spread. Okay, so when a pine cone opens, it's things, new seeds come out, and then more pine trees grow, and it takes that level of like those lessons and those things that you go through, to open up, the stubborn pine cone that is you after all of that programming and all of those things that you have to learn. Okay, I've seen 1118. You could be a life path number 1, 8, 11. Okay, you could be a life path number 2 or 9 or 4 or 3. Okay. Next it says immortality, steadiness, and resilience. Okay. Yeah, with the sacred inner space, okay, with this sacral chakra. It's like you're entering into this new level of tenderness and sensuality for life. I'm talking seeing colors brighter, like I'm literally seeing colors brighter today. I noticed last night when I was reading myself, in the cards, they just like looked so much better, like they looked really bright and just very colorful to me. And I was like, wow, okay. So you guys are doing some sacral chakra upgrades. Okay, this is what I'm getting from this. So it's like you need to treat yourself like a delicate flower at this time. Okay, like just be careful what you open up your energy to, but also just know that you have the strength to handle whatever does get into your energy. Like you are immortal. Okay. Pine cones represent immortal steadiness and resilience. You are more than capable of always bouncing back from whatever it is, whatever situation it is that you go through, because you are meant to. Okay, you're meant to bounce back from it. But where a lot of people get hung up at is they don't learn the lesson from that thing that they've been through, and so it's just there, and it's there so long that it just gets buried. I used to always tell my friends, like there's no filing cabinet where you can file that shit that you're feeling right now at. So just say whatever it is that's on your mind so we can just have it out here. Like just say it if that's how you feel. Okay, I understand that. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry for whatever I did or said to make you feel that way. Boom, it's handled. Some of you guys are needing to do that. Just express the little issues or problems that you may have on your mind, because it can become something that festers. Okay, and spirit saying you don't really need that. You need to go ahead and release that. Even if you don't express it to that person, write it down. Just say it out loud to spirit. Okay. So we got Lumerian seed codes. Okay, it says embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. You can't truly live in that energy of grace until you fully embody the energy of forgiveness. Okay, and it's like once you embody that energy, you boost up to the level of grace. And it even increases the way people see how you are unique from everyone else. They're saying the more you embrace your sensitivity and your feelings, the more you're in touch with who you truly are, because you're not really, you know, you're not really such a hard being. You're not meant to be so rough all the time. Not saying that you are, but I feel like as people, is what she's saying, as people as a whole, we can be a little bit rough with each other, and sometimes even quite insensitive is what I heard. you know but it's not always on purpose. Okay, yeah, we got the chamber of the violet flame, because you're needing to cleanse your energy. Like I said, cleanse your energy constantly on a regular basis. It's like you are a transmuter. You're someone who transmutes the karmic energy, not only for yourself. That's why karmic release is here twice, because it says karmic release on this card too, and so does the ancestral realm. It's like you're someone who absorbs the karma of others sometimes, just so that they'll be able to release it. Some people never get to that point where they can release it, and their soul is prepared for that. So they come into contact with you to take a little bit of that energy off of their hands and to do the responsible thing, which is to transmute it, with the violet flame. Okay. And it's like sometimes you do this naturally, but spirit's asking you to do this more on purpose. Okay. And it'll cause this big boost, this big radical transformation, or it'll boost up this radical transformation that you're already currently going through. Okay. So next was the mirror. Okay. So the mirror is symbolic of spiritual and psychological depth. Okay. And then we got Sirius star blessings. Okay. It says, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. It's like you hold this amazing spiritual and psychological depth. Okay. This is what you've been training for, to get to a place where you know yourself this good, where you know who you are. Because when you know who you are, you can't be, strayed, bribed, or any of that shit, to become something other than what you are. When you know who you are, it feels too good for you to even try to be anything that you're not. It's like it kind of hurts a little bit. Yeah, look at the Akashic records. Okay, it says clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. You're meant to be in a very free energy at this time, is what Kali is saying. So just make sure that you're cleansing your energy and doing some transmutation of energy. Even doing a grounding exercise is what they're saying, where you release that negative energy into the earth, and pull back up that healing, warm energy of the earth. That even helps you with transmutation. But then under this, we got the temple of truth, with that throat chakra, the authenticity and the self-expression. They're saying, just express more gratitude, and express the little things that get on your nerves. But just don't let that thing just be something that's getting on your nerves, and then it turns into you constantly complaining about that little thing, instead of doing, a better thing for your energy and just fixing it or handling it or facing it. Okay. Well, so next, it says mirrors can reveal who we are on a deeper level. Okay, so this is what Spirit's really working on with you at this time, helping you to get to know yourself at the deepest level, really getting down to who you are. Okay, it says mirrors represent a person's depth of soul and mind again. Okay, and then we got passion, because the closer you get to the depth of your soul and your mind, and you really understand yourself spiritually and psychologically, and understand how the two of those things go together, and it's this amazing, like, tool field. It's like you're this crazy computer operating system. You're better than AI, bro. Like, you could create anything that you want if you learn how to operate your body. Okay. Learn how to operate not just your body, but your full self, and learn how all of those things coincide. She's saying do as much research as possible, and anything, you see how I got these. She's saying look at these random signs, like, and we're getting so much information from this, so just pay attention to the little things that you see, because you never know what they mean. You are a universal being, because I didn't address the universal yet. You are a universal being. You are infinite. You have infinite possibilities of what you can do and who you can be. It's all up to you and what you really feel. Okay, with the Empress, come on. You could be a Taurus or an Aries, okay, or have either of those highly aspected. It says connecting to the earth reminds me that abundance is unlimited. Fire. Okay, so you're also very fertile at this time. Like I said, you can create anything that you want. All you have to do is nurture yourself and be very in touch with yourself. Be honest with those around you, and just, what I mean, follow your passions, and you'll get everything that you want from source or the universe or whatever you may call it. Okay. So the X on the mirror was red. Okay. Look, you'll get whatever you want. Okay. With the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. You could be a Scorpio. I think that's Scorpio. No, it might be Sagittarius. No, let me see. What is it? Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, is it? I don't know. It might be Sagittarius. I'm not sure. You could be a Taurus or a Virgo too. But I said Taurus already. So the X was red, okay? So the color red symbolizes energy, passion, strength, courage, physical activity, creativity, warmth, and security, okay? And we got the Two of Cups, okay? Because you'll always be secure, you'll always be loved, you will always have that partnership in spirit, okay? And you'll always come into contact with people who you are compatible with, okay? As long as you're in balance, you'll always attract people who are just as balanced as you are, people who hold this mutual respect for you. It also talks about proposals, engagements, and marriage, okay? It says red, the color red can also be associated with aggression, though, okay? And then we got the King of Swords, you know. You could be being too aggressive with yourself, you know, trying to make yourself have some sort of routine, you know, or trying to structure things, you know, that are not always necessarily rational or logical, okay? She's saying having control does not mean, she's saying having control, what was I looking at? Okay. Having power, okay, does not mean having control. This is what she's trying to say, okay? So you can be in an energy of authority and still be in your softest, most loving energies. And that is called balance, okay? Look, Nine of Pentacles, okay? With the independent wealth, okay? It says independence, success, you know, financial stability, security, profit, wealth, property, prosperity. Prosperity is peace, okay? Abundance, rewards through hard work, okay? Collecting on investments, thriving business, status, freedom, wisdom, maturity, indulgence, okay? The ability to be able to indulge in the things that you want and not have to work, or worry about what you're going to do, you know, because you have this complete faith in God, in source, you know, to where it's like, oh, even if the world is ending, I know I'm straight, you know, like it's like with all the things going on in the world, you know, I'm not in this place of anxiety. And this is what they're saying. They're saying they don't want you in this energy of anxiety. They want you to walk away from those sorts of feelings, you know, from walk away from allowing your thoughts to dominate your feelings, okay? It says perceptiveness, keen insight, you know, fair judgment, right decisions, make the right decisions for yourself. It says now's the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. One who has suffered loss or hardship, an intelligent, witty, analytical person. It says woman, but that's because it's the Queen of Swords, okay? But the King of Swords energy is right here too. And then we got the Page of Swords, you know, because a lot of you guys could be feeling like, you know, your news is delayed, you know, really wondering and looking around like, you know, like, you know, I'm not trying to rush you guys, but where's it at, you know? But they're saying, you know, it's taking a while because they're not dropping nothing little on you, you know, they're blessing you with something big, okay? It's Virgo. That's what the sign was, okay? It's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay. Shawty, I'ma only tell you this, want you to heal us. So it says in healing, red is used to bring warmth and to burn out dis-ease. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of root chakra healing going on. Also, this new moon that's going on is in Scorpio, okay, and it creates the need to delve deep into your feelings as deep as possible, okay? And I see it exposed, you know, so some of you guys are being, okay, look at this. Some of y'all are being pushed into this energy of reflection, you know, so that you can expose whatever it is that's going wrong with you and you can move on up in energy, okay? So it says root chakra work will be very effective during this moon, okay? We got judgmental, observe your critic, okay? Some of you guys are just feeling really, really criticized by the people on the outside of you, but sometimes it's just your reality mirroring all of the judgment that you're having for yourself, you know? Yeah, we got friendship, care is there. You know, you really do have people who care about you, who love you, who want to see you doing good. Shawty, I'm gonna only tell you this once, you the illest. And for your loving, I'm a diehard like Bruce Willis. You got spark, you got spunk, you got something all the girls want. You like a candy store, and I'm a toddler. You got me wanting more and more of your love, okay? So I guess that's how people feel about you, okay? We got grudge, okay, with Barry Don't Carry. You know, some of you guys could be, you know, mad at certain people, you know, about the tiniest of things, you know, and you've been mad about it for years, you know. Spirit saying release that, let it go. Like you're not hurting them by being mad at them. You're hurting yourself, okay? We got self-care. Look, time to cleanse. This is what she's really talking about. Cleansing these negative feelings out of your energy so you can win. We got nurture with take your licks. You know, you took your licks, you know. I'm really hearing like you need to take this ass whooping like a man, you know. I feel like you did. You took these ass whoopings of the past like a champ, you know. And the only reason why you might still be running into minor issues or setbacks is because you're still holding on to things that you went through in the past. Kali's saying you have to release that. We got entitlement. Okay, check your prima donna. You know, you could be feeling very stubborn about it. But I was talking about earth signs. Okay, you could be being a little bit stubborn. You know, Spirit saying use your discernment and take a closer look at these things. You know, and you could be assertive about your boundaries and your feelings and things like that without holding a grudge against other people. Okay, they're saying that's where you find the wisdom at. Okay, and then you let your light shine like that. It's okay to be independent and on your own. Okay, and just manifesting what it is that you want to see in the future, you know. But holding these grudges is what attracts these jokers that come back in that always want to stir things up for you. So Spirit saying do your reflection, then take yourself out of that box where you still feel like you need to hold a grudge. Okay, they're saying exploration, you know, step outside of your boundaries. You could be feeling very cautious of people coming to attack you. You know what I mean? It's okay for it to be all about you and for you to still be forgiving and happy and cool. You know, you don't have to be like, you know, it's all about me and fuck y'all or what, you know, it don't have to be like that, is what Spirit's saying. They're just saying show more gratitude, and that'll get you a lot further, you know, and release these resentments and things, because that's what makes the heart heavy. Okay, so next is the angel number 927. Okay, it says stay focused and have faith in the universe. You're being guided through your intuitions, dreams, visions, and thoughts. Okay, it says be brave, follow your passions, and stay true to yourself. Okay, and she's saying it's easier, you know. It's like being mad forever is not necessarily the brave thing to do, you know. It just makes it easier to not have to talk to people and not have to address people that have hurt your feelings before. And she's saying you still don't have to address them. Like it really literally takes, I'm not going to say it takes no effort, but you know, it takes low effort and it really does feel better. You know, if you just set the intention, even if you're not ready to forgive, she's saying set the intention that you're going to forgive them, you know, and these moves that you're trying to make with this independence on your solo shit, you know, there will be a lot more smoother. Yeah, it says gateway. It says gateway to the spirit realm. Okay, it says channeling information, whispers, contact, and guidance. Okay. We got Pisces, okay? You could be a Pisces or have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. Or you could be angry, holding a grudge against a Pisces. You could live in Texas, okay? Or North Dakota or Massachusetts. It says plans failed, not working out how things were planned, under construction, okay? Some of you guys could feel like, you know, all your plans are failing and they're just not working out, you know, but they're just under construction, you know. They're changing as you change. So the more you work on yourself, the more you are a vibrational match for whatever it is that you want to touch or manifest, okay? You could be ages 20 to 30, okay? You could be really paying a lot of attention to your ancestors and trying to figure out where they come from and where you come from and things like that, okay? You could live on the East Coast, okay, or the east part of your town, okay? Here's more of that Virgo energy. It says, it wasn't me, it was you, scorned love. You know, you could have been in a relationship where this person used to take a lot of things from you, okay? Look, it says, it wasn't me, it was you, scorned love. It says property theft. It says always coming around begging, okay? It says they don't know who you are. They didn't know who you were, baby. And they still don't know. You know, they gonna have to pray to find out about you. Because now I'm getting like, you know, someone's doing readings on you type of energy, okay? Like, they gonna have to pray if they want to know if they want to receive any accurate information about you. Period. What else, Kali? All right. So we got the Queen of Cups, okay? That's that Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy again. But I think the Queen of Cups is more Cancer energy. It says woman over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair, soft, gentle, motherly. You could look like that. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords, okay? And we got the Two of Wands. This Queen of Cups could be, you know, on the more positive side, this Queen of Cups could be about you and your very nurturing energies and how that's the reason why you're headed toward this new way of thinking and being, you know, this new beginning. But it's like if you let it can be a double-edged sword, you know, because if you let your frustrations get in the way, you know, then you'll make different types of choices, is what they're saying. Like your choices literally change as your vibration raises. Yeah, with the Six of Swords, with the calmer water, okay, and the Four of Pentacles under that, you know, talking about this release in order to get this harvest, okay? In the morning. The Seven of Pentacles says work frustrations, hard work needing to be done, either at work or a situation in life, okay? And he said 3 in the morning, you know, you could even be like not getting any sleep, you know, or this other person you're holding a grudge towards ain't even getting no sleep because they so upset about the way that they did you and how they not gonna get you back. You know, Spirit's saying like you really don't have to stress or worry about this. So I'm gonna read the esoteric letter X to you, okay? So the symbols for the letter X are prop, bow, serpent, and cross, okay? The spiritual meaning of the letter X is kiss, heal, cross, wisdom, spiritual completion, and eternity, okay? The numerology value of X is 24 and 6, okay? It says stands for XOXO, Xi like XI, Zan like XAN, and Xenon, XENON. So it says the letter X with Sameka, or the letter S in the Hebrew alphabet, which is the symbol of the serpent or dragon swallowing its own tail. In occult teachings, S is the symbol of Aurora Boreas, representing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The serpent always represents wisdom. The cycle signifies completion, perfection, and eternity. Thus, X is like a serpent shedding its own skin to prepare for its new life ahead. It says symbolically, the skin represents the ego or the lower self that we need to get rid of to prepare for our spiritual life, okay? Then it's a picture of the Aurora Boreas serpent. It says in esoteric teachings, this is the law of karma or the law of continual cycle that cannot be broken. In basic understanding, X is the law of cause and effect. We shall reap what we sow, okay? This is totally related to what I was talking about with this energy of forgiveness, okay? So it says, in other words, the spiritual meaning of X is the karma that must come through our deeds. We cannot put the seed of a banana and hope that it will grow like an apple tree. In Hebrew, Samek means prop or bow, representing a person shooting an arrow by using a bow. When we pronounce X, it sounds like the hiss of serpents, which is similar to the sounds when we shoot an arrow. Yeah, like, okay. It says symbolically, the bow is letter B, meaning mouth. The shoot from the bow is the words that we speak to our body, which can either hiss or wound, or kiss, which means heal. Okay. This is why letter X can either go up or go down, that double-edged sword. Okay. It says it can either love or lust, which is the vibration of its value in numerology 6. It says X is the cross the Christ was crucified upon. When we cross something, it means we get rid of it. Therefore, the whole resurrection scene can be understood as getting rid of the old material self in order to be born again in a new spiritual self. It says in the spiritual school of Egypt, the letter X symbolizes the crook or the Heka, and the flail, the Nakaka, I think, of Osiris. Okay. So it says the crook identifies Osiris as the shepherd of sheep, while the flail is used as the tool for separating grains from their husks in farming methods. Symbolically, the sheep and our animal nature and the field is our body. So here's the crook and flail. That's what it looks like. Okay, this is what they're talking about. It says, spiritually, when we guide our herds, it means that we control our instinctual nature of the lower self. When we separate the grains from the husk, it signifies that we gain the ability to distinguish between good and evil. According to Resurrect Isis, the Egyptians always believed that letter X symbolizes the genetic crossing across human civilization. Osiris was known as the breeder because we slew every man and kept women for breeding every time he conquered a nation. Thus, his descendants nowadays are across many nations. Okay, it says in Egyptian mythology, Osiris was killed by Set, an evil god who spreads his body in different locations of the world. Isis, who is Osiris's wife, later resurrects him by collecting all of his bodily parts together. When you see Osiris in his tomb, his hands are placed to resemble the shape of an X. Therefore, letter X is also a symbol of death and rebirth. So it says if you have an X anywhere in your name, okay, it says in numerology, if the first letter of your name starts with X, you are balanced, attractive, lovable, and lovable in personality, okay? And your name does not have to have an X for this to resonate, okay? It says, as its numerical value is 6, people with X in their name tend to be creative, peaceful, and helpful. It says, letter X is equal on all 4 planes. Therefore, you are a person who seeks harmony in life. You can also have bipolar or double personalities due to this reason. As the vibration of 6 is of home, you are a family type person who is very responsible. 6 means either love or lust. Thus, you can either be spiritual or material due to this nature. It is important for X people to choose a spiritual path because they may be endowed with psychic power from the hidden world. Come on. It says, and more power means more responsibilities. So the negative traits, okay, it says on the negative traits, X people can become, it says it has 3 X's, okay, which means lust, lust, lust. People with X in their name are prone to be overly sexual, materialistic, and irresponsible. If you do not turn yourself to the spiritual world, you can become a grossly material person who seeks only pleasures of the senses. As X means cross out, you also have a tendency to deny yourself, which makes you vulnerable to depression and diseases, okay? Because when you deny yourself, Like, say, for example, when you deny yourself the right to drop a grudge and forgive someone, that can really literally fester in you and create a dis-ease. You might be having heartburn, or anything like that. These are just little signs. When something goes wrong with your body, it's literally telling you something about some part of your body that can also be a spiritual thing. All right, Kali, what else? Yeah, we got the quantum heart, okay? In order for your heart to be able to quantum leap and quantum jump and take you to whatever new heights you want to go to, you have to first of all master the self, because this is the card number 3, which is giving me 33. You're out of this world, but you can't float up out of this world and quantum leap to wherever you want to go if you have a heavy heart, okay? I seen 39, 33. What else? All right. We got the song of your soul, okay, which is the number 40, okay? You have to allow yourself to sing that song of your soul, to be truly free and to really be light. This says expansion, compassion, okay? This is how you expand, through that energy of compassion. By being, this is like the ocean with a bunch of surfers in it, and that's kind of how we are. You have to just go with the flow. You have to wait for the ocean to tell you, you know what I mean, when it's ready for you to surf on it. And that's sort of how your divine energies are. You can't surf until you're a vibrational match. It's like the ocean and the surfer have to co-create that moment where the surfer surfs, okay? And we got, and they're saying like the surfer doesn't always make it to the end of the wave. Sometimes he wipes out. It's just a part of surfing. And he still loves surfing. He doesn't quit surfing because he got wiped out. Swims from under those waves, and he goes for another wave until he gets the perfect, I don't really know much surfing, terminology, but until he rides that wave perfectly, he tries again and again and again, and surfers, this is so interesting. Okay. Surfers, they set their sights much higher, they're like, they want to catch the biggest wave, they want to ride the biggest wave, and they're willing to travel the world, okay, and surf in all sorts of different locations so they can get that chance to ride that big wave, and some surfers are afraid, and they're afraid to take those chances, and they're afraid to take those risks. So they always long for that big wave in their heart. Come on, Kali. Okay. So don't miss your opportunity to ride that big wave. Release the things that aren't serving you, and you'll, surf more better through this life. Okay. We got the crystalline grids, okay, and telepathy. A lot of you guys are needing to connect into the crystalline grids, okay, on a daily basis. I do it every day. Every day when I ground myself, you imagine this big white, like tunnel of light coming down on you, or coming down into your crown, however you see it, but I see mine's going all the way down, my whole body. And then, you imagine it going out of your left side, out of your left foot, and going out till it connects to the crystalline grid, when it does, because you literally feel it energetically, and then you pull that rainbow light up into your right leg, and you allow that light to just go wherever it needs to go. And it will improve, your telepathy and your psychic abilities that you may be trying to improve at this time, okay? What's the final thought for this, Kali, for this wonderful and informative reading, okay? No. Oh. Okay, the realm bringer. We're gonna keep the realm bringer, okay? But this also came out, with the water, with the overflow. It's like your waters can't flow freely and overflow out of your cup. It's like, okay, so she's putting it to me like this, if there's a little stream, and there's this big rock, like imagine a big rock and write grudge on it. You know what I'm saying? Now drop that big ass grudge, or whatever it is you're refusing to release, or whatever, in that pond, then it's a lot harder for the water to flow. Water has to find different ways to get out and get around. But first, it builds up in this big pool, you know what I mean, and grows until it just swells over, So then it's like this big mesh, this choppy type of flow to your waters, This is what she's saying, yeah. With this Earth Star chakra, like, it's very important that you like tap into the universe, okay? And the universe does not hold on to anything, okay? You know when you're properly tapped in because you come to a place where you're ready to release, you know. And spirit always brings to your attention the things that you are needing to release at the time. Whew, that was a lot. All right, let me see. Thank you so much, Golly. Okay, so it says visionaries. So the realm bringer says visionaries, architects of the future, information from other realms, bridging the seen with the unseen, inspiration, seeding a new earth, transversing different states of consciousness, birthing ideas from subtle reality, and journeying. Okay, it says this card is about bringing the seen and the unseen, intuitive painting is my method of communication, but the ability to crystallize to normally intangible can manifest in other ways. Anchoring the collective dreaming for a new future is not as out of our reach as we may think. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. Once these visions are in the minds and hearts of many, it can merge into matter. These blueprints then go to the architects, and the ideas become physicalized. It is time to dream outside of the box. It is time for the inventors, the artists, the poets, and the visionary leaders to step forward and collectively dream a new future, okay? So it says you are a pioneer of your life. The way forward may be in your dreams or visions. You might find it useful to do automatic writing or intuitive drawing to capture some of the more lucid information. Be creative and don't take on the opinions of others. It's time to think and do things a whole other way. After all, as the saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay. And with that, I am done. Okay. I hope you guys got something that you needed out of this. Okay. I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I will see you later. Bye.